Equinox. It is the compact SUV that we love from Chevrolet. In fact, this is Chevrolet's second best-selling vehicle behind the Chevrolet Silverado. Well, they've just given it a makeover with a little bit of a fresh look and feel on the outside and some really great features on the inside. So what did Chevrolet do for 2022? If you have driven any of Chevrolet's performance cars, you probably know the RS label as Rally Sport, and that means it looks good, it has some sporty features and some sporty details, and some things inside that mean that this is going to be a car that you're going to love to drive for years to come. Here is what's new for 2022. New headlights for 2022, but there's also a blacked out mesh grille, blacked out bow tie badge, and a red standout RS badge on the front grille. Not too flashy, but it looks really nice. The RS edition gets standard 19-inch wheels that are finished in a gloss black, and the Equinox name, which is spelled out here in gloss black, accented by red. And then notice the body-colored mirror caps and door handles. That adds to sort of a monochromatic look and feel. It's very elegant and it's very refined. That's something that I really like. You'll find the RS badge back here as well on the lift gate. There's a little AWD note right there that lets you know that that is all-wheel drive. You'll see the Equinox logo here in only in black gloss. The sides have the red accent. And then the blacked out bow tie badge here on the lift gate as well. It's really elegant. Oh, and by the way, I know you're wondering, what is that color? It's called Sea Glass Blue Metallic, and I am in love. It is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I've seen it in other colors. I hope dealers will fall in love with the Sea Glass Blue Metallic too, because it is really spectacular. It's quite gorgeous. You'll also notice these taillights that span the lift gate, and they also look pretty modern and pretty cool. Let's look in the cargo area, because you get a lot of space back here. So there's a nice large area here. There is room for there's a little cargo space back here. And under here, there's a spare tire. So you have both the additional cargo area, plus you have the spare tire under here, which is a really cool thing. And it's nice to have a spare tire. A lot of manufacturers get rid of them for fuel economy, and Chevrolet didn't need to do that because this car is getting 28 miles per gallon combined because of that 4-cylinder turbo engine. So the little extra weight from a spare tire so that you have the convenience of having that if you need it is a pretty good thing. The rear seats fold flat. All you have to do is pull the shoulder tab. It's a 60-40 split, and they're super easy. They fold down really easily and back up again. But you also have the convenience of these tabs. So you can just pull these tabs from the back, and the seats fold flat. Another great feature is this. This is the smart key. Key in hand or in your purse, just push the button, and it locks or unlocks without having to pull out the key. The Chevrolet Equinox is filled with all the things you need in a car and not a lot of expensive extras that you don't need. So for instance, there is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You can also use your wire. It doesn't have a wireless phone charger, and I'm fine with that because they don't work great. My phone charges really slow with a wireless charger, so I always plug mine in with the cord. Anyway, let's get the car started. So some things that you'll see here, there is a traditional driver's information cluster here. You have your gauges, and then you have a nice little screen in the middle so you can set up the information however you'd like to see it. There's an 8-inch touch screen here, and when I pop on Apple CarPlay, I have all of my phone projection here. So everything that's on my phone, I have here, and I really love, they have given me a lot of options. Not all systems are built the same, and this one gives me a lot of options, but there's some really good options on the touch screen that Chevrolet's including, so if you just tap this home button here and you swipe over here and you get the apps, and you can scroll down for like the New York Times and Washington Post podcast, USA Today podcast, iHeartRadio, which is free, Pandora, which is free, audiobooks, which is free. So that's a really nice selection of content to keep you entertained on the road. especially great if you're sitting in traffic. I really like the way that the center console is designed. There is room for a cell phone here, so I can just pop that in there out of the way. There is an all-wheel drive. This one has optional all-wheel drive, so you can turn it on or turn it off. And the great thing is it's not going to be powering all four wheels all the time and using all that extra gas. You can decide to use it when you want it. It also has a parking sensor here, 2 cup holders, parking brake, and then a nice little cubby right here, which is really the perfect place to put your key. Then inside the armrest, there are 2 more USB ports. There's a little cargo tray here. It's a really nice deep cargo well. It has a light in it so you can see what's in there, and then you can move the cargo, this little tray to, you can put things, it's nice, you put change and things like that in there. So really nicely organized. Down here is the climate control, super easy to see, super easy to use. I will note one thing, there are heated seats in our version, but if I tap the heated seat button, nothing happens. And the reason is because Chevrolet didn't have the chips for the heated seats, so they went ahead and they installed everything. They gave you a $50 credit, so whoever buys this car will get a $50 credit for not having heated seats immediately, but you bring it back to the dealer when the chips arrive, they'll install it, and then you will have heated seats. There also is a heated steering wheel, which is right here. The control is right there. But you still have all the rest of your climate control, which is right here. It's super easy to use. I love this liftgate height adjustment because that allows you to open your liftgate in the garage without having it hit the ceiling or hit the garage door opener. And I know because I have dents on the back of my liftgate from exactly that. If I'd had an adjustable liftgate, I would not have damage on the back of my car that I have now. The thing that I noticed though when I first get in this car is this beautiful interior. It's got leather steering wheel. It's got some nice soft touch leather here. It's got some really beautiful materials here. It's got just beautiful finishes throughout. And it feels very solid. It feels very substantial. And it's very intuitively designed. So I really love the stitching, the red stitching, and then there's details that let you know that you are in the RS edition, including there's a little RS badge here, there's a RS badge here on the side of the seat, and then there's red stitching everywhere. And that is a reminder that you are in the sportier version of the 2022 Chevrolet Equinox. The rear seat, there is a lot of space for families. In fact, I am 5'8" and I've got a ton of legroom back here, which is pretty impressive for a compact SUV. There's a fold down armrest here, so comfortable for anybody who is sitting on either side to put their cups and rest their arm. But one of the things that I really love about this car is right here, and that is there is a household outlet, and it fits my huge Apple charger. And with the household outlet, I can charge my laptop. That's a great thing to have. I really like that. The child passenger car seat latches are super easy to find. They're right here. There's 2 of them. There's not one in the center seat, but they're in both of the outboard seats. You get wireless Apple CarPlay, you get 8-inch navigation, you get OnStar for several years. You get all kinds of great features, plus an incredibly sizable rear seat and a really nicely sized cargo area. And sea glass blue metallic, anyone? I am in love.